Hi, my name is Alexis Thrash, and for my research study, I chose to do it on the correlation between sleep duration and GPA in young adults. In past studies, sleep has already been directly correlated to the emotional and academic functioning in many college students. There's also been a study done on children that directly correlated their sleep with motor functioning and motor skills in the classroom and at home. Um, a lot of these studies have basically focused in on children or in on college students, which is why I chose to do young adults in general. That way I could get a high school population up to graduate school population. With that, I also had to consider variables such as parenting or part-time to full-time jobs because this can also have a lot to do with how much sleep someone might get. My hypothesis for this was that the lower the sleep quality index score, the higher the GPA would be for the participant. To measure the sleep quality, I use the Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index questionnaire. This consists of 19 questions. It was each question 5 through 10 were on a scale from 0 to 3, and 3 being the worst. So they all added up to 21. So your score could be 0 to 21, 0 being the best, and 21 being the worst. For creating my survey, I used a Google Docs form. I had 50 participants for my survey, 9 males and 41 females. And before participating, they each all signed a consent that they were willing to participate and could get out of the participation in the survey at any moment if they chose to do so. For the GPA calculations, I had them average out their GPA at the current moment and type that in for one of the variables. My results found that my hypothesis was indeed correct, that the lower the sleep quality index score, the higher the GPA would be. Although there was some that got little sleep and also had a high GPA, the majority follow the trend with a lower sleep quality index score, which means a lot of sleep, the higher the GPA would be. For my Chromebox Alpha for this data set, it was 0.042, which was reliable for the most part. It was not inconsistent. For my Pearson's correlations, the p-value for my Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index and GPA correlation was 0.030, which means that there was an effect on the observable data in this set. My Pearson's R-score was a negative 0.031, which means that there was a negative correlation between sleep duration and GPA. And this is all shown on the scatter plot I have in my results section, which shows that the approximate GPA and the Pittsburgh sleep quality total all do have a negative correlation. So my hypothesis was supported in my data that those with a lower Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index score would actually have a higher GPA in general. Like I said earlier, many variables could have also been asked, like if they worked a full-time or part-time job. In my study of young adults, there were a couple of people who were off in age as well that could have affected my results. Like, for example, there was one that was over the young adult age. So this would have affected my results in a negative way. But overall, the study proved that there was a negative correlation between sleep and GPA, and my results were good.